Alright, so in this video we're going to go through creating some custom audiences. Now to get here you just want to go to your main tab and you're going to want to go to audiences under here and you can go and create these. When you go to create audience you're going to have a few options here. So we're going to use the custom audience right now, and the custom audience allows us to create audiences of our own. So it can be based off a few of your own sources or your social sources. So here you can see you've got website visitor, uploading a list, you've got app activity if you've connected your app to your ad account. You can also look at offline activity. The other things are if you have connected up your Instagram account, and you can start getting some audiences based off Instagram. You can also use video and all sorts of stuff. So there's a lot of remarketing options here that you definitely want to take advantage of. Now we're going to go into the website one because this is the most important. So here you definitely want to create some basic campaigns around people who visit your website in the last 30 days, etc., etc. So you want to create all of those. Now the other thing you want to probably do is create audiences based on all of your custom events. So when you create recurring purchases, when you create free downloads, purchases for the first time, regular purchases, people who purchase plus, all that sort of stuff, you can make audiences to retarget those people as well, to sell to them more. But the main ones that people are going to set up are the page view, the view content, add to cart, and purchase. Some people will also go an extra layer and do the initiate checkout. So yeah, you really want to look at creating a bunch of audiences. Now, I suggest that you create the 15-day, 30-day, 90-day, 180-day, and segment out your remarketing based on that. The other really cool thing here is you can target people who visit specific pages. So if you want to really break it up a little bit more and have specific messaging and targeting for types of pages that people visit, that really works. The other thing is visitor by time spent. So you can really look at your highest engaged people. So you might want to try 5, 10, and then 25%, see which one gets the best ROAS. That really works well. Now what I really like to do is get high LTV customers or high average order customers. So you want to go here and you want to use parameters. Now under parameters, you can actually choose value, for example. And so when you're looking at value, you're looking at a purchase value. So you might want to say, okay, I only want people in this event, in this group that have spent over $500. And so you can now create a really highly engaged audience. You can even create this at 180 days if you know that this is going to be a small segment. You want to have about 500 people in there, so at the minimum. So you can really narrow down these custom audiences and make them really high intent. So you could do purchases, or another one, you could do page view. And so what we like to do a lot of the time is we want to use view content, actually refined by URL and parameter, and we want to do value, currency type, name, ID. So we want to do value contains and it's greater than, and so we might say 5. So people who have visited more than 5 pages, we're going to make an audience of them, so because we know they're really highly engaged. The other thing, you might want to do purchase again and come back here. And what you could do here is you could actually do specific types of content. So you could maybe make an audience based off people who look at your green products versus red products, depending on how you've got that segmented out. The other thing is you can also look at doing it based off the content IDs. So when you create your product feed, you can create them around that. But there are a lot of different things that you can actually create audiences around here. So I highly suggest that you take a look at all of these, and it gets even more advanced when you start setting up your own custom conversion events. You can start getting into that a little bit more, but that's essentially how you create one with your audience. Custom list upload are pretty self-explanatory. The video stuff gets really interesting because you can start really remarketing people. I highly suggest using the 3-second one, and then the 50, 75, and 95% plus. Those ones really are the best ones that I find. So 3 seconds pretty much just means they actually watch something. 25% is too small. It's usually, depending on how long your video is, but yeah, usually 50, 75, and 95 is where we see most of the results from that. Definitely 95%, that one's by far the best. Let me just get back into that. And here, Instagram as well is another one that you can look at. So you can break this down pretty granularly into people who visit your profile, people who engage with your profile, save stuff. So people who saved any of your posts or ads, these are really highly engaged people. So I highly suggest trying that out if you have enough people in that audience. But that's how you create custom audiences, and hopefully this helps when you're creating your own custom audiences.